Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Yoga for Skaters YouTube channel. My name is Ace, your friend in yoga and off skates training, and today I have for you a spine mobilizing flow. And for this 25-ish minute class, we're going to be starting with some head and neck mobilizing, and then we'll get into some thoracic or mid-back mobilization with some rotations, and then we'll move into some back bending. So all you'll need for this practice is your block, if you've got one, or something, maybe a book or so, to just lift the floor a bit if you need it. And that's it. So let's go ahead and meet on the mat. I'll see you over there. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start in a comfortable seated position. So if you'd like to use a block for your seated position, you can do that. You can choose to cross the ankles or maybe sit on the heels. That is the option I will be taking. And I'm sitting on my block just to kind of help lift the sit bones and relax the low back a little bit. And we'll take a moment here in our seat just to find a few deep breaths. So if it feels safe and comfortable to close your eyes, you can go ahead and do that. And then we'll just start by landing on the mat here today, taking an inhale through the nose and an exhale out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more breaths, just like that, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. And this breath, let's just bring some attention to that central channel, to the spine. So as you inhale, think of rooting through those sit bones, really rooting to the mat. And as you exhale, can you release the breath and allow the body to become light as you lift from the crown of the head? Perfect. And then from here, if you'd like, you can take a moment to set an intention for your practice here today. And then as you're ready, if the eyes are closed, you can flutter them open. If they're already open, we'll just keep the gaze nice and soft and low as we start with some gentle cat-cows from seated here. So as you inhale, think of tilting the pelvis forward and down to start. You can start to send the ribs forward, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, maybe take a look up. And then as you exhale, reversing that action, so maybe chin to chest, rounding the shoulders, drawing the ribs in and back, belly comes in and up. And then again, starting with the pelvis as you inhale, arching the spine, rolling the shoulders back, looking up. And then exhaling again to round. Nice. One more time here. Inhale, starting with that tilt of the pelvis forward and down, lifting the ribs, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. And then last one, tucking the chin, rounding the spine. Nice. And then go ahead and find your way to that nice neutral seated position, a position where you feel lifted, but also at ease through the shoulders and the sides of the neck. So we're going to start this spine mobilizing practice with the head and the neck, and we move our way down the length of the spine. So to start, just bring the chin to your chest, and we'll rock the right ear to the right shoulder. And then from here, rock the chin right back to the chest, rocking the left ear to the left shoulder. And then just a few times as it's comfortable for you to rock through center, take it to the right, rock through center, take it to the left. Yeah, and then one more time, side to side, just kind of noticing maybe the front of the chest feeling a little more tightness, maybe the backs of the shoulders is where you hold tension, and just noticing for now. Good. Go ahead and bring the chin right back to the chest. And so we're going to move into some neck articulations here. So as we start, you'll start with that roll of the right ear to the right shoulder. Yeah, and then you'll lift your gaze and turn your head to the right. So you're looking just over that right shoulder. From here, we take the gaze up, across the sky, all the way until you are looking to the left. Nice. From here, we'll tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. And then we bring it right back to the start, chin to chest. Nice. Let's go ahead and reverse that cycle. So left ear to left shoulder. Go ahead and turn your gaze over to the left. Take that gaze across the sky all the way till you're looking to the right. And then right ear to right shoulder. And then chin to chest. Nice. Let's go one more time there and back. So right ear to right shoulder. Yeah, and then lifting the gaze, looking over to the right. And then taking that gaze across the sky till you're looking to the left. Yeah, and then left ear to left shoulder. And chin comes right back to the chest. And taking it that other direction one more time, left ear to left shoulder. Take a look to the left. Look across the sky all the way to the right. And then right ear to right shoulder and chin to chest. And then go ahead and just lift your gaze. Nice. Take an inhale, squeeze the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, just soften the shoulders. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and shift forward into tabletop position as we get started with this flow. So a little warm up here in this gate pose. So as you come into tabletop position, we're going to start by sending the right leg straight out to the right. Perfect. And we'll just take the right hand behind the right ear, and you're going to bring the right elbow to the left forearm and then open it up towards the right. Nice. So a few of these, just opening and noticing that we are mobilizing that upper back or that thoracic spine. This area of the spine does have this rotational capacity, so that's why we want to remind this upper back area of its range of motion, these twists being part of it. Good. Take one more inhale to lift up. And as you exhale, go ahead and come on back. Bring that right hand down. Take a quick shift back just to feel through that right inner thigh. Nice. Pull your way forward. Bring the right knee underneath that right hip, and then we'll do the same thing on the second side. So extending the left leg out to the left, and then the left hand comes behind that left ear, and we're bringing the left elbow to the right forearm, and then opening up. Nice. And close it back down. So I like to use the inhale to open up, and then that exhale to come back to the start. Nice. A few more here. Just remembering that mobility is what we practice to keep our range of motion, increase our range of motion, and we can benefit from this, right, in terms of managing any overuse, pulled muscles, things like that. So go ahead and finish your last one there, and then we'll push back and just take a moment as you sink back. Nice. And then go ahead and shift forward. We'll bring that left knee underneath the left hip. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back. And we're in our downward facing dog. So a moment in down dog. You can pedal out the feet. You can shift the hips side to side. Whatever feels good for you as we're just warming this up. Perfect. Full inhale here. And full exhale. Beautiful. Next inhale, shift forward to high plank position. And then as you're ready on your exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, lowering the thighs, the hips, and the chest. Perfect. And so we'll start here by taking those arms overhead, and we're going to find a locus just with the upper body. So pressing the tops of the feet down, keeping the hip points connected to the floor. As you inhale, rise up. So arms come up, chest lifts, Palms are down, and from here, as you exhale, go ahead and squeeze the shoulder blades together to find those cactus arms. Nice. Inhaling here for a little more lift. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring those elbows underneath the shoulders and press up for a little more back bend in your Sphinx pose. Nice. Inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and release, sending those hips all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Perfect. Full inhale in down dog. And full exhale. Beautiful. So we'll start reaching the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Perfect. Go ahead and stack those hips, bend the right knee. Take a moment to open up from here. If some hip circles work for you in this pose, you can take those. We'll take one more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach the right leg back through three-legged dog. And then step the right foot in between your hands. We're going to rise up into high lunge. Nice. So in this high lunge, go ahead and bend into that back knee. We're using that left glute to continue to find opening through the front of that left hip, that quad. But as you hold nice and steady here through the lower body, we're going to find this matrix for the upper back and bring that rotation into this standing pose. So palms forward as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening up. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, just rotating that rib cage, take the right arm forward and the left arm back. Nice. As you inhale, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, just rotating the rib cage, left arm forward, right arm back. Nice. Inhale, bring both arms up. And as you exhale, we'll bring the hands behind the low back. Good. Interlacing the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So really pressing down through the bottoms of the feet as you lift the heart. Nice. Inhale here. Good. And as you exhale, release the hands either side of that right foot. Step back to high plank position. Inhale in your high plank. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower all the way to your belly. Nice. So once again, take those arms overhead. On the inhale, just lifting the upper body, the rib area. On your exhale, squeeze the elbows wide. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, bring those elbows underneath the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Inhale. And as you exhale, we'll make that transition all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, left leg up and back. And as you exhale, stack the left hip as you like to take a little hip opener here, maybe hip circles, or maybe you just keep that left leg straight back for your three-legged dog. Good. On your next exhale, lengthen the left leg. Step the left foot in between the hands, rising up for that crescent lunge, that high lunge on the second side. And then a bend in that right knee, really using that right glute. And the same little matrix here. So palms forward as you exhale, open up those cactus arms. Nice. As you inhale, reach up overhead. As you exhale, just the rib cage rotating, left arm forward, right arm back. So just back as far as that rib cage goes, right? Inhale up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Nice. I'm like a little more than 90, but definitely not 180. Good. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands come behind you. Find the opposite interlace. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the heart. Good. Keep the pelvis right where it is. And then relaxing the hands, stepping back to high plank position. Good. Inhale here in high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, coming all the way down to your belly. Perfect. One more time here, taking those arms overhead. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, opening up, squeeze the shoulder blades, press the tops of the feet to the floor. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat, elbows under the shoulders. Inhale, press down to lift up. And as you exhale, all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Perfect. 2 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. So we're going to set up as if we're coming into camel pose, but we're going to work through a few variations of camel before we do our full camel pose. So to start, go ahead and use your block if you need it. You can bring it right next to your left foot. I'll show you how you can use the block, or you can be reaching for that left heel. So we'll start right here, hips over knees, shoulders over hips, and engaging those glutes. We'll take an inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And then we're going to spiral that left thumb forward, around, and back. And we're going to start to reach towards the block or towards that heel. So hand either comes to your block, whatever height you want to work it at, or take that hand all the way to the left heel. And then once you're here, keep the fingertips reaching to the sky and then sending the hip points forward towards the front edge of your mat. Nice. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and engage those glutes. Pull from the right fingertips to bring that left arm right back up to the start. Perfect. Go ahead and relax the arms from here. We're going to step that right foot up to come into our low lunge, this reformed low lunge, where we've got the hips over that back knee. The lower body is strong and rooted. And then we'll find that matrix once again. So keep your block handy if you need it. Otherwise, again, you're going for that back heel. So we inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms forward, squeeze the elbows wide. Nice. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, twisting the rib cage or rotating the rib cage. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. This time, left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. We'll take a moment to hold here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, this right hand is going to keep going back as your left arm begins to reach up. Again, you're working for that block or that left heel. Nice. So keeping the left glute engaged, helping support the low back and that front of hip opening. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and unwind. Nice. Bring the hands to either side of that right foot. Tuck the toes. Step back to high plank position. Inhale in high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. 2 breaths here in down dog. Maybe noticing a difference between the left hip crease and the right hip crease. Good. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees, making your way up. And we'll do that half camel variation on the second side. So you're going to take your block over to that right foot, whatever height that you need. And then shoulders, hips, knees, all in a line here. Glutes are engaged. We'll start by reaching the arms up overhead. And then the right thumb spirals forward, around, and back, keeping the left fingertips reaching for the sky. Start to find that back bend. Yes, so kind of bringing more of the back bend to the right side. Good. Keeping those glutes engaged as you send the hips forward. One more full inhale. And as you exhale, reaching from the left fingertips to come right back up where you started. Perfect. All right, so from here, you can relax those arms. We're stepping the left foot forward for that reformed lunge for the same thing on this second side. So keep your block there or reach for the heel. Starting with the inhale, reach the arms up. Nice. Exhale, find those cactus arms. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back as the ribs rotate to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back as the ribs rotate to the left. Hold here for an inhale. Nice. And as you exhale, left arm continues to reach forward as the right arm reaches up. Good. Sending the hips forward. Good. Taking an inhale here. And an exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and reach through those right fingertips, making your way up. Perfect. As you're ready, exhale, bring the hands down either side of that left foot. Let's step it back to high plank position. Inhale in high plank. Exhale, up and back. Downward facing dog. Full inhale in down dog. And full exhale. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. And then we'll take a moment in our full camel, but we'll get into camel from the bottom up. So we're going to pulse our way into this back bend in and out in the spirit of mobility, right? All right, so if you want to use blocks, or you can reach for your heels, whichever one works for you. I'm actually going to put my block between my knees to help cue that engagement of the inner thighs. And then engaging those glutes, go ahead and bring your hands to the thigh bones. And we're just going to lengthen straight back. So lengthening straight back. And then once you've come where you can reach for the heels or reach for your blocks, go ahead and find that. And then our mobilizing variation here is going to be to press through the hips, lift up. Nice. And then just ease it back. Good. So like 3 to 5 of these, exhaling into it, inhaling to hold, and then exhaling out. One more time, keep those glutes engaged. Exhale to come into it. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Hands come back to the thighs. Rise back up. Go ahead and sink back into your seat. I'm going to bring that block under my seat. And then we'll just take a moment here. If you'd like to just kind of close your eyes and take a minute after these back bends. Yeah, just noticing the quality of the mind as it changes. Maybe noticing the sensations of the body changing. Whether that's bringing up some opening as back bends do across the heart, or maybe it's bringing up some progress as you've been focusing on your spinal mobility. Nice. One more breath here. Good. And then relaxing, shifting forward. Yeah. Let's go ahead and come through tabletop into that downward facing dog. Perfect. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Perfect. And then go ahead, inhale, shift forward to high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, lowering the thighs, the hips, and the chest. Good. And then go ahead and just stack the hands. Rest your forehead on the backs of the hands. And then bending the knees, just let the feet fall to the left, to the right. Just kind of giving the pelvis a little movement here from side to side. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and open up this action a little bit more. So for this one, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We'll start by bending the left knee. So the left toes, as you push through that left hand, are going to reach back and around behind the right leg and then come back to center. Same thing second side, bending the right knee, reach it back behind the left hip or thigh and back to center. So as you're ready, a few times to each side. Nice. Getting a little more opening across the fronts of the hips here. Yes. Take it one more time on that last side. Perfect. And then stacking the hands once again, rest the forehead. Breathe into the low back, full inhale. And full exhale. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, slide those hands under the shoulders and push your way through tabletop all the way back to child's pose. Take 2 breaths here in child's pose. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and walk the hands more towards those knees and set yourself up. We'll take a final moment here in seated. And again, if you'd like to close the eyes as we wind down, you can do that. If you'd like to bring the hands together at your heart, you can do that. And as you come to this comfortable seat, take a moment to thank yourself for making it to your mat here today. And then take a moment to extend that gratitude to one another for sharing this practice and this community. And then take another moment to recall your intention and make a connection between your intention and your practice here today. Keep this connection close as you move off the mat and into the world. The light and the teacher in me sees the light, and the teacher in all of you. Shanti, peace. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for that spine mobilizing flow. I hope that felt good in your body. If you're feeling like your range of motion could use some work, just return to this practice, right? If we return to the same things over and over again, it's a lot more likely that we'll be able to see our progress, right? So if these poses felt good and you're just looking to go a little deeper, I encourage you return to this class and build those back bends, build that heart opening, and I will see you next time.